Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is fixed asset disposal. What we will learn in this video, we will see here what is asset disposal and what are the types or what are the circumstances that we need to dispose of our fixed assets. We will see a real life example and we will see the journal entries, the complete cycle from beginning to end, what is going on with an asset from time to time. So we will see in the journal entries, so we will understand this disposal very easily, that what's going on from beginning to end with an asset. So let's start with the beginning and we will see the definition. What is asset disposal? An asset disposal is removal of a fixed asset from a company's accounting record. Now, when we will discuss this, we need to keep in mind that a fully depreciated asset should be disposed of. We need to remove from our accounting records. An asset sold which is no longer useful or needed. We have an asset and we are not using further that asset and it is not useful now for the company. So that asset we are going to sell in the market. So that is called disposal and the removal from the accounting records. The third, asset sold with gain or loss. When we are disposing, sometimes we are getting gain or sometimes we are getting loss on that asset. Now, an asset disposal due to unforeseen circumstances. For example, the asset was stolen by someone, the asset was broken. So we need to dispose those assets and we need to clear our accounting record from those assets lists. So let's move further and we will see the journal entries and examples of each and every method, that how we can deal these types or methods or circumstances to deal with the disposal of an asset. So here we have first, when the asset is fully depreciated, so how we can dispose of this type. Now example, ABC company had an asset machinery with cost of 3,000 for useful life of 3 years. Now solution is annual depreciation will be 1,000, 3,000 divided by 3, it means 1,000. So at the end of third year, asset fully depreciated, disposed of. We need to clear this asset from our accounting records because we have made full depreciation on this asset. So journal entries, how to pass when asset was acquired. When we buy that asset, we pass the journal entry machinery account debit and cash or bank credit with the full value 3,000 or 3,000. After that, when asset was depreciated every year, so every year we have depreciation expense on that asset. So every year we booked 1,000 expense against this asset. So at the end of third year there was 3,000 depreciation. So depreciation expense account in profit and loss account will be debit and accumulated depreciation account credit in the balance sheet under the fixed asset as a minus or credit balance. So that will be credit. Now when asset disposed of after full depreciation charged. So what we have done, machinery account was debit when we buy the asset. Now we are going to dispose of, so we need to reverse the entry. We need to make accumulated depreciation debit. The accumulated depreciation 3,000 is lying under our current assets, fixed asset under the balance sheet. So we need to clear this balance. So machinery will be credit and accumulated depreciation will be debit. So our asset is disposed of in this scenario. Now let's move ahead and see asset disposal when we are selling an asset with the gain or we earn something on that asset. Now example, ABC company had an asset machinery with cost of 3,000, same example, for 3 years. So yearly depreciation 1,000. At the end of second year, company decided to sell this asset for 1,500. So at the end of second year we decided to sell this asset for 1,500. So when asset was acquired, we made an entry machinery debit, cash or bank credit with 3,000 full value of the asset. when asset was depreciated for 2 years. So at the end of second years, the depreciation expense 2000, accumulated depreciation will be 2000. So when asset sold after 2 years, we sell the asset by 1500, and the remaining value of the asset was in our books was 1000 because 2000 already depreciated. So 3000 minus 2000 will be 1000 remaining in our books of accounts. So we sell this asset for 1500. So we earn 500 as an income. So cash 1500 debit, we receive cash from a client. So accumulated depreciation 2000, which was credit, so we need to make it debit to reverse the effect as we are going to dispose of this asset. Machinery account with 3000 credit, and income or gain on asset sale is 500 credit. So 3500 credit side, 3500 on debit side, our entry is correct. Now let's see if there is a loss. When we are selling an asset, there is a loss. Suppose the same example, we had an asset for 3000 for 3 years, yearly depreciation 1000. After 2 years we decided to sell this asset for 500 instead of 1500. So the journal entries when we acquired the asset, the same: machinery debit, cash or bank credit. When asset was depreciated for 2 years, so 2 years we made the entry for 1000 depreciation expense account debit and accumulated depreciation credit. Now we are selling our asset after 2 years. So the cash received from client is 500. Accumulated depreciation we made 2000 debit. Loss on asset is 500 because 3000 minus 2000 depreciation is 1000 remaining the book value, and we are selling our asset for 500 and the book value is 1000. So the machinery will be credited with 3000 and the loss is 500. Now 2000, 500 and 500, it means 3000 debit and 3000 credit. So this is the concept of disposal of an asset with all the scenarios I have explained you guys. I hope you understand this concept. Please subscribe our channel as it keeps motivating us to create more videos for you. Thank you very much and goodbye.